Lovely. This rain is coming down real thick. Hello again. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I'm here with another intuitive message. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So I want to do a build-up type of reading right now while I'm in between bathroom breaks, because I'm under the weather. I got blue agronite. This stuck out to me. It looks like a fluffy cloud or cotton candy or something. But it talks about empathy, compassion, and communication. Because communication is key. And you will definitely send the message. You know, this stone really activates your throat, third eye, your throat chakra, third eye chakra, and heart chakras. It allows you to communicate from a whole and centered place, while the stone instills the hope and inspiration. And it enhances your ability to empathize and show compassion for others, and fostering authentic connections. Communication skills also carry across when you are communicating with the spiritual realm. Okay. Cultivating a calm and relaxed space for even more clarity to come through. Your earth could be in Capricorn. Let me pass that. Okay. Then, that's my favorite color. And then I like red too, and gold, and royal blue. Amethyst is about protection, trust, and intuition. Get ready to purify, because the amethyst crystal is about power. It's powerful. Excuse me. It has beneficial properties, including the ability to release addictive behavior while also protecting your energy field. And it's a great crystal to meditate with. As you see, a lot of people meditate with the amethyst crystal because it promotes peace and tranquility between your emotional, physical, and spiritual planes. And it brings that harmony from the inside out. And it's linked to the crown and third eye chakras too, of course, connecting your intuition to the divine source, or the Most High, in my case. So bask in the, like those violent, you see like those real pretty violet rays. Come on. You know, it stimulates your soul, like those different hues, or those violet rays, and how pretty and purple that is. If this resonates, you can have Aquarius, Pisces, and either Jupiter or Neptune. So I got all kinds of visions today. So the psychology behind them all, to simplify it, is if a previous negative experience seemed true to you and stands in the way of your dreams, ask yourself, is this really the truth, or could I look at it from another angle? Could I allow my dreams to come true despite my history? Somebody who is, I heard slut shamed. I heard you broke up with somebody or just stopped talking to somebody because they might have been too vile. But the positivity, you know, to amplify on that is, now is the time to start doing what's good for you. Don't wait any longer. Life has an expiration date. It could have been that kind of thinking. Now they're starting to convince themselves that maybe I was delusional for thinking that, because why don't this person want me? It's not that this person doesn't want you. Maybe you can go about it in a different way, perhaps. But there could be some breakups, whether it's friends, love, sex-based, marriage, family, friends, professional colleagues. Don't nobody want to be bothered with somebody who's vile like that. Sorry about that. I hope y'all didn't hear too much of that. Okay, I'm back. As I was shuffling through a few different decks, I got held, sureness of the soil, unseen, help, support, community, and then I got lineage of the rose. So this is the seed that's planted right now. You need to call upon more support. If you look at the picture, it's like a father figure, or could represent the Most High or somebody. But you see how the person is laying in fetal position? You have way more support than, you don't have to do it by yourself. You're not alone. Okay? And then the rose garden, that would be the end of it, is the lineage of the rose. Okay? You're here for this so-called gather. So you have to have your spirit broken to get it right. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know what matters it is, but it doesn't matter the nature of it, whether it be business, family, friends, or love. It was meant to break down your ego to tap into your soul. And something really broke somebody's spirit down. Or it broke an ego. It just deflated, annihilated somebody's ego. Sounds more ego-based. And that's no longer. They're being called to look at it from a different way. Why don't you follow your intuition? You know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Maybe the way the person's been communicating in the past is just not really conducive with how they really are, or how they really feel. So why were they speaking? Okay, when I split the deck, I got position as an expert. Okay, and then you have collaborate. Okay, this is somebody you might look up to. Okay, but what you end up doing is stepping into your power. Maybe the way you spoke to them, they didn't see you clearly, so to speak. And business can be lonely, or friendships can be lonely. You know, this is about you finding lucrative ways to collaborate with others to build both your brands. Now, when I see that card, I see you coming back as an expert, not like an amateur. Maybe you came off that way. Maybe you really was that way. Okay? But when you finally do return to each other, both of you will be more expert. Will be able to showcase your expertise. Position yourself as the expert in your niche. Don't be just, show people how you can help them. Okay. Around 12 o'clock, about 12 o'clock. That's what I heard somebody say. Now we're going to use the other cards. Rain. Yeah, it's raining. Oh. My throat burns. Okay. What's the overall? Freedom. This is a Chariot card. Position is freedom. Free yourself from limiting beliefs, limited means of survival, limited friendships, limited relationships. What's the challenge? Eight of Wands. Challenge is propelling yourself forward. What's the strength? Your strength is notoriety, being famous for something, being known, being popular for what you do. Okay, well, this is something you obviously do well, what you need to be focused on. Whoops, sorry. 4 of Wands. A lot of fire energy. Okay, this is for someone. What you should leave behind. Painful endings. Bad collaborations with amateurs. They may have passed themselves off as experts. You collaborated with people who might have been too stupid, or just game players, authentic game players. And it didn't work out. You end up being betrayed in the end. Okay. What's the future? Page of Pentacles, the potential future position. Looking good. Looking good. Let me focus for a second as I lay the rest of the cards out. How you feel about yourself? What's the environmental attitude? Fears. outcome. At least you know what you don't want to propel yourself forward. Because as the future comes, you start to take things very slow. You start to ground yourself and take it one day at a time and stop rushing into things. With the challenge, it's the Eight of Wands. It's like that's a super fast yes. You're so quick to say yes. Quick to jump into bed. Quick to say yes to friendships. Quick to say yes to bullshit contracts without thoroughly thinking them through. But what this did was propel you to start operating from a soulful, a more spiritual place. Because this is a lot of wands here. It's like these are devils in disguise. These are jinns moving through the same jinn moving through groups of people. You know, you're celebrating. What you need to be focusing on is your stability and your business. Not another bull crap relationship. This is somebody who gets into relationships, no matter the nature of them, they jump into relationships too quickly. Okay? And you end up being betrayed time and time and time again. The Ten of Swords is like you done gave this way of doing things so many opportunities to get right when it's clearly not the way. That's confirmation. That's the Most High coming through. Okay? So what you have in your potential future position is the Page of Pentacles. That's embarking on a new journey. So you're taking this spiritual journey more serious. You're taking, it's like if a previous negative experience seemed true to you, understand in the way of your dreams, and it stands in the way of your dreams. Ask yourself, is this really the truth, or could I look at it from another angle? So what you cursed out turned out to deem to be right for you. And what you held in high honor turned out to be wrong. And we're allowed to be wrong because we make mistakes as people. That's how we learn. You know? Now's the time to start doing what's good for you instead of doing what fulfills everybody else. This is a whole people pleaser. Don't wait any longer. Life has an expiration date. And that people pleaser took all those toxic energy instead of, this person puts on a good front. Like everything's okay when it's really not. They have a lot of pride and they're very stubborn. And instead of dealing with their emotions for what they are based off their life experiences, what they do is they'll find a person who's more aligned with what they should be doing or who they truly are, which could be that twin soul experience. You found that person and you tried to dump on that person in a way where people dumped on you, because that person, there's always one that's more spiritual or more advanced than the other one. And you know what? That didn't pan out too good, right? Then how you feel about yourself is the Two of Cups. Your environmental attitude is like, now I know I want to be with somebody that's truly right for me. You know, that aligns with me, that's more emotionally compatible, spiritually compatible with me, that's a lot more like me. I don't want to run after people that are just deemed eccentric in a wrong way, not eccentric in a good way. Okay? And then the environmental attitude is death, the Death card, not actual death, but just the ending of that old person, ending of a person who would even attract something like that. Water energy here. With the Chariot and the Death card, is Cancer and Scorpio energy. But a lot of these cards is fire energy. You know, people spoke to you like you were the one, trying to make you feel like you're the one that's crazy or you're the one that's too much, when you were clearly the expert the whole time. You were the chosen one. That's why you got two major arcanas here. And it happens fast. These are jinns, the same jinn moving through different people, places, things. You know, it led you to the wrong people, places, things. Okay? Your hopes and fears is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is communication, fast communication coming in. But it's just passionate. Maybe it feels like to this person that if they say who they really are, you know, if they passionately say who they really want and they show up as their authentic self, People won't rock with them. That's what they thought. But if you just allow yourself time and be like you got to be a lot more gentle with yourself. You got to take this thing at baby steps, like levels. Like, I feel like this is somebody who spoke to people at a very immature level too, who attracted a lot of other immature people too. People who are very childish, very petty. Okay, who said you had to present the new you in front of an old crowd? Death of transformation means you must have cried out, sought repentance, or prayed for forgiveness, and just that fast, you know, things changed around you. People, you'd be surprised who won't be there and who is. But some of those people who you felt are surprised, you're surprised that they left, maybe it's because you have to change the dynamic of how you act and how you think and how you speak, so you can properly introduce yourself to that person. And they say you don't get a second chance to make a first impression or representation of yourself. But at the same time, the person who you're thinking about, you showed them a mask. You didn't show them the real you. So the next time you come across this person, and I keep saying that because I feel like when you do come across this person again, when you do communicate with this person again, it will be more aligned with your soul and more authentic for you. These are these are beginnings. These are you moving forward and attaining victory. Okay? This is you looking up to that person who's more further along, you know, who's in the public's eye for what they are, for being authentically them. Because you got the Strength card as the overall, you got the Chariot card as the overall energy. Free yourself from outdated beliefs. Even if you grew up a certain way and it don't resonate with your soul, what your parents told you, leave off of it. It's not disrespect to them. It wouldn't displease them. They just want to see you happy. Sometimes you got to demonstrate what it looks like to be happy. Maybe they don't know how to practice it right. Maybe sometimes people come off a certain way and it don't always come out right. Okay? But I got to wrap this up. We'll talk more about it in another video, because duty calls. I got to run back to the bathroom. Okay? Let's go. The point I'm trying to make is where you're at right now is to know that you're not alone. Okay? Call upon your master. You have support. Use it. Okay? And the final outcome would be you stepping into your power for what you're called to do, for what you know yourself to do, for who you know yourself to be, and how it really feels and how it resonates. So you don't have to be disappointed all the time. Leave that in the past. That's in the past position. Somebody working on their stability. Great business, great health, great friends that align more with you spiritually. Okay? And that's going to bring the right kind of people, connections of all kinds, business as well as personal. It's going to align beautifully with who you are and what you do. And it's going to be awesome. But you have beginnings, though, because your potential outcome, your potential future is the Page of Pentacles. That's like being so embedded in starting over that I like the imagery in this video, in this picture, because she's bald, totally naked, like starting over. Okay? But your final outcome is you have better results when you take it slow. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but that's building stability. So this is where your stubbornness works for you. You're able to listen. You're able to learn. You can't learn if you don't listen. You can't talk and listen at the same time. Okay? Fears and paranoias is you don't want to be the same dickhead you once was. The same young hothead running off at the mouth, talking loud and saying stupid things, or even being around people like that no more. But the environmental attitude is you won't with the Death card. The Death card is transformation. You're not even the same person no more. So how could you attract the same people? Maybe the Page of Wands is communication from relatives. That's people you really don't cut ties of kinship with. You just create distance and love from a distance. If that makes any sense. I hope it's making sense. Okay? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And don't forget that now is the time to start doing what's good for you. Don't wait any longer. Life has an expiration date. I should name it that. Okay? You won't be collaborating with amateurs anymore, because once you establish yourself as the expert, which is what you're called to do, all that studying, all that learning, all that practicing of what you do and how you show up, what sense does it make to be around people who are not like that? This is somebody who likes to be needed, who wants to fix everybody and don't want to fix themselves. Don't want to see it in themselves where they still need to go. Don't want to learn where they still need to grow. So if you like it, like, share, subscribe, listen to the message. If it resonates, take something out of it. Take it for yourself. If it don't, keep it. It's for somebody else. Until next time.